What's up, riders? Old Man Ronin here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I thought we'd do a gear review, in particular the Olympia Seattle Jacket. Stay tuned. You know, I've been rocking this outfit here, this Olympia Seattle Jacket and Seattle pants, for about 4 to 6 weeks now. And I'll tell you, I'm really becoming a huge fan. Not only because of the fact that it's waterproof and windproof, but also the armor that's in it as well, too. And people say, well, you haven't made a couple videos on the road because of the ice. Yeah, but did you remember this video?
Watch this.
When I first started talking to Motovan, which is basically the parent company now of Olympia Motorsports, and they were talking to me about the different clothing that they had, if I'd be interested in using. And I said, yeah, I really have always liked the look and the feel of the Olympia. And they said, well, you know what, let's send you the newest, which is the Seattle outfit. And let's take a step back and show you exactly what it's all about. Now, before we get into all the technical stuff, I'd like to just briefly go over the things that I like to talk about. You know, like when I do about the Royal Enfield or the Harleys or whatever, you know, how it makes me feel. And the first thing that I noticed with the equipment is it's got some stoutness to it, but it also gives me the ability to move. Now, I'm wearing the exact same size, and it's one of the things, I didn't have to take any special measurements. I told them, I said, this is what I wear in jacket, and this is what I wear in pants. Send it to me and let's see what happens. Now, I've had other companies where I've done that in the past. Man, the sizes were off. These seem to be true. And now, of course, I'm not going to guarantee that. That's something that maybe you have an odd body shape, kind of like I do. And but I'll tell you, what it comes straight from the factory is fitting me perfectly. And that's one of the big important factors that I like to tell people, because there's a lot of stuff made in other parts of the world that not necessarily fit the same way that they do here in North America. And I'll tell you, this one fits great. One of the first things I noticed was how it was made. And you know, a lot of companies, when you get it, there's little strings hanging off and stuff like that. Well, this one didn't have that. It was all really put together really well, is what I'm trying to say. And it's rated windproof and waterproof, and but yet it lets you wick the moisture out if in case you get a little sweaty. I tell you what, I love the feel of the jacket. It's they say it's abrasion resistant, and of course I haven't found that out yet, other than sliding down the hill that you saw a few minutes ago. But what I'm trying to get at is the thing feels good. It feels quality. Whether it's the pants or the jacket, everything feels like it's made really good, high quality. And I'll tell you, those are the important, you know, real world things that I like to talk about first off before we get into numbers, if you will. You know, us guys like pockets. This thing has plenty. And they're pretty waterproof too. You see this, let me step back. See this little flap right here? And it's also got a zipper on it as well too. And you can tell it's waterproof inside. So not only, it's almost like a dry bag on your body. That sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna start using that.
Nice.
Dry bag on your body. So you can, you know, like I say, put your stuff in there, zip it up, flap it down. You also have some pockets here in the front where you can get to stuff pretty easily. And they're deep. I'm telling you, they're really, really deep. And of course, inside there's pockets as well too. 2 big ones on each side. And then of course, inside here, let me zip this down a little bit. And inside, there's another pocket over here that's be good for a little wallet or things like that. Because, you know, I don't really like to wear wallets in my back pocket unless it's on a chain, because you never know, something will slide out. So I like to put them in there. What's really cool, though, as we're speaking about the inside, is it's got this little vapor barrier or water barrier here, and that you can flip down over and then Velcro it up and tighten it across your neck. Those are the things that keep the water and the wind out. And that's really important, particularly this time of year.
But wait, there's more.
It does come with a liner. The same thing is true with the pants. They both come with liners. Here, let me show you the pant liner. As you can see here, it's a quilted style material, and it slides down in, but instead of using snaps on these, there's little magnets right here that actually connect on the inside of your pants to hold them in place. Now, that's cool because if you want to take it out like you're in a hurry, you take your pants down, you pull this out, and you put it in your pannier or your side bags. Man, you're good to go. But the same thing is true with the jacket. There's little clips on either side, and there's 3 little buttons at the top, and then you just pull it right out. And the rest is held together with magnets. That way, it doesn't add any more weight really, and also is really convenient to get on and off really, really quick. Because you guys know how it is, particularly in the North Country, in Canada and the northern part of America. You know, the temperature can swing, well, even out in the mountains of the Rockies, man, the temperature can swing 30, 40 degrees in a heartbeat. And this way you can have the stuff on in the morning or put it on in the evening when it gets cooler. So I really appreciate that way of looking. Instead of zipping things in and out and snapping stuff here and there, man, just slide it on and you're good to go. I know all you numbers guys love this stuff, so we're going to get into it right now. But I'm going to use a cheat sheet because I can't remember everything because I'm old and stuff. But let's get right to the point, and we'll tell you what the materials are, what they're made of, and what they advertise them as. As far as the beginning, let's talk about what the jacket is made of, and that starts with aqua res. And it's basically a material that lets, and we mentioned it briefly before, lets your body wick the moisture off of it, yet not let any water or wind into it. And I think that's really important in particularly a motorcycle outfit, that you can stay cool in the summertime, yet stay extremely warm in the wintertime. But again, you don't want to be sweating in the wintertime and causing a chill factor. So they use this aqua res. They call it a material that breathes easy as far as from wicking moisture off your body, but yet is a barrier for water coming in. And why are these things so warm? It's a thing called Insulex. And of course, I encourage everybody to look these things up, and that way, don't just trust what I say, but look them up and see exactly what they mean. Insulex is a material that's going to keep you really, really warm, and in particular with the liners, that's really where that benefit comes from, because it does keep you warm. Now, I've used them in conjunction with the Kemimoto, and to be honest with you, I turn the Kemimoto down lower than I would expect it to. In other words, I'm using it on number 1 when it's a part of this outfit, and that's awesome, because number 2, its battery's going to last longer. And so that really makes a big difference when you're in doing cold sub-zero in Fahrenheit temperatures. It really makes a difference. So you can use the heated gear in conjunction with this outfit, and it works really, really well. And the third is part of the Evo thread. And the Evo thread is what we talked about earlier as being extremely abrasion resistant. And you can feel it when you put it on. It has that kind of texture that, I don't want to say like shark skin, it's not really like that, but you can tell that if you happen to be unfortunate and take a slide, it's going to help you out. Which brings us to our next point. Pretty much everybody that I know that rides ADV has some type of CE protection. And what they use is what they call Power Tector. Is that how you say it? Power Tector? And it offers both CE1 in the shoulders and the elbows, and also CE2 in the back. And of course, in the pants and in the knees, the CE1 as well too. And that's going to give you added protection. And again, when you're off-road, this is where it really makes a difference, I think, because the odds are you're going to go down sooner or more often, hopefully, unless you're a terrible rider, and you're in the dirt than you are on the road. Now, however, if you do happen to go down on the road, it will protect you better than not having anything at all. But the Power Tector is really, I mean, it's solid, man. It feels good on the back, but yet it doesn't feel uncomfortable. A lot of armor feels uncomfortable, if you ask me, but this does not. You know, another factor that I think is really important on this particular outfit is the fact that it's got these zippers and buttons all over it to help it breathe easier in the warmer months. In other words, this little button right here, we've got a zipper. We can pull this down, snap this over here, and what it does is it forces these pockets, these air pockets, open. And that way in the summer months, or let's say the drastic temperature changes throughout the day, you know, let's say you're starting in the morning and it's fairly cool in the 30s and 40s Fahrenheit, and then it warms up into the 80s and almost 90 in the afternoon. You mountain guys know what I'm talking about, like out in Colorado, where well, I always call it, my son used to live out there, but I always called the Colorado weather bipolar, because it can be cold in the morning and super hot in the evening, and then super cold in the next morning and snow, and then it'll be warm to 75, 80 degrees. That's crazy. But these outfits, where you can have the ability to pull the liner out really easy and then open these different places on the suit and then keep them open with these little buttons, I think that's huge. You can tell this outfit was made by riders instead of engineers. So where do you get the Olympia Motorsports outdoor gear? Well, Motovaninc.com, and I'll put a link below in the description, as well as Revzilla. Those are both the, I would say, the primary distributors of the Olympia Motorsports gear. Motovan is a great company to work with. I've been with them just a short time, but man, they are just super people to talk to. They get back to you right away. I really, really do enjoy my new relationship with Motovan. And as far as the Olympia Motorsports Seattle jacket and pants, we're going to give it first impressions a big thumbs up. Speaking of which, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification button, share. You know, sharing really is caring, because it helps the channel. Well, guys, until next time, make sure you ride safe, and above all, keep her on two wheels, baby.